Now stand with a little space in front of you with your feet hip width to shoulder width apart. Take a little bend in your knees. Feel your tail dropping down as the low back relaxes. So you're not actively tucking, you're just letting it go. Then lift through the top of the head and feel a nice long line of energy go from your tail to the top of the head. Now turn your left toes just a little bit out. That's part of what's going to create the angle to this next exercise. And then shift your weight into that left foot. Bend the knee a little bit to accommodate that weight shift without hunching over or without the hip going out. And then for a moment, you're going to bring all your weight into that left foot as you extend the right heel. Bring it right to the mat in front of you. So this stance with the left knee bent, weight is mostly almost all in the back foot. This is called empty stance. Now notice if your hips are facing towards the front of your mat, square to the front, there's probably some effort going on. So relax that effort and your hips will probably turn just a little bit at an angle. So just a little bit to the side. And then shift your weight forward and watch the hips level out. And you can actually do what I'm doing with your hands by bringing them to the top of your hips. There are these little bones here called ACEs bones. So you can actually get a visual of your hips kind of moving in this figure eight so that as you shift forward, the hips go square. And as you shift backward, they go a little off to the side. Continue to do that a few times to get a feel for the body's natural way of moving as you rock forward and backward. In case I didn't mention it, as you shift forward, the front toes come down and the weight goes a little more into the front foot than the back foot. If this causes you any kind of pain or tension in your low back, instead of turning your left toes out, turn them in so the feet are parallel. You'll get less of that angled effect in the hips. But you'll still be able to track that natural flow. Now we're going to add in some hand movement if you want. You don't have to. And we'll all meet together with the weight over the left heel in empty stance. Bring your hands up by your left shoulder as if you were holding a ball. So I'm about this big. And because the hips are turning a little bit at an angle, I'm holding the ball also at a little angle. So I'm not right facing center, I'm a little bit turned. Now, as I shift my weight forward, I'm going to extend the ball and it's going to follow the hips so that as I reach here, it's right out in front of me, right in front of my heart. Then we rock back. And as we rock back, the ball follows the hips. So I'm a little off center. And then shift forward, extend the ball. It goes right out in front. Experiment with that for a little bit on your own. Do you find yourself thinking really hard? Tune into the body and notice how the body naturally wants to move. And follow that. The goal is to trust in that so much that you do less and less effort in the muscles. The chi can flow. We begin to warm up and relax. We become more fully present. Now we'll meet together with the front toes down, If you're using the arms in this movement, the arms are extended. Now bring them by your sides as you shift all the weight into the front foot. Bend the knee to accommodate the weight so the spine can stay long, and then step the back foot forward. Bring it beside the front one and pause for a moment with the feet about hip width apart. Then bend the right knee as you bring the weight over that heel. Spine is still long. Actually, come back and turn the right toes out a little bit first. That's important. And then sink your weight down. Extend the left heel, come to empty stance. And you'll notice your hips are probably a little bit off to the side, just a little bit. As you shift forward, watch them square off. And then shift back, feel them tip just a little bit to the right. And then as you shift forward, they square off. Get used to that movement, tracking the natural flow in the body. Follow the feeling of what is natural. And then we'll meet together with our weight on the right foot, excuse me, in empty stance. Grab a hold of your ball and bring it right up by your shoulder. You don't have to do the arms, by the way, it's just an option. And then as you shift forward, extend the ball out in front of you. And if the arms and shoulders are following the hips, you will end up square. Then shift your weight back. Feel the ball naturally turn to the side as the hips turn, and then shift forward. Feel the ball go straight out in front of the heart. Settle in to your own experience. See if you can find and follow that feeling of what is natural. What takes the least amount of effort. When you find that feeling, it will feel almost as if the body is moving you. It will feel so natural and easy. Almost inevitable. Now we'll meet together. The arms extended about shoulder height. Weight more on the front foot than the back. This time, lower your hands to your lower dantian, right below the belly button. Bring all your weight into that left foot and step the back foot forward. Bring your feet hip width or shoulder width apart. You're still holding a little ball in between your hands. And if you feel into them, they might feel warm, maybe a little buzzing. So we just cultivated our chi. We just built it up. So we're going to store it now by drawing it through the body, starting at the top and ending at the bottom. So sweep your arms up and out to the sides, bring your arms overhead, and then turn the palms down. Fingertips face each other. Now begin to sink the chi, sink the energy down, starting the top of the head. Scan the body with your hands, pressing the energy down. And as you press it down, it will get stored in the body. Feel the energy go all the way down through your feet into the earth. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms lift overhead. Then turn the palms down, fingertips point towards each other. Exhale and draw the energy down, scanning it through the body. This time, feel it end and get stored right below your belly button, in your deep belly. One more time. Inhale. You might close your eyes this time to see if you can really feel the energy getting stored, sinking in, being grounded. Let it end and pool right here, right below the navel, the deep pit of the belly. And then pause, letting your awareness stay in your belly, not just on the surface, but deep inside the center of the body. Take about 5 rounds of deep belly breathing, storing our vital life force, filling our battery back up.